Let's get this up here. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Clinton School District, Clinton Esports broadcast today. We're coming to you live from the Hive. We've got a little preseason League of Legends action going on today. So I'm Curtis Dunham. I'm the coach here for Clinton. And today I have with me Mr. Jace Brown. He's going to help me with the stream. So say hi to everybody there, Jace.
Hi.
And we're going to kind of guide you through this game and let you know what's happening. So here we go. For those of you that don't know, League of Legends is a 5 versus 5 game. Clinton School has been playing it. This is our second year now. So going to get right into the action here. Let's see who we've got. I can't tell who's in what color there. Can you tell who's what color? You can't really tell? I can't either. The screen. This is our new test stream that we have set up here. I can't see. Yeah, I can't either. I can't tell who's what on this screen. It's the only problem. I guess I can alt-tab it out, can't I?
Yeah, go alt-tab.
There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, everybody. We've got Clinton in the red here. We've got Nature's Hipster playing down here in the bottom lane. The blue team is the Rattlers. So looks like we got some Mordekaiser versus Vayne up here in the top lane. We've got Nature's Hipster down here, who is Mr. Gerald Arnold playing in the bottom lane. Got Azure Piker playing down here with him. Let's see what they can do here. What do you think so far, Jace?
I've really never played the game before, but from what I see, it seems pretty adventurous and it seems pretty cool. A lot of action going on. And from the look of it, there might be a lot of different moves you can do.
You are correct.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but
Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir.
looks kind of
All
cool.
right. We've got the top lane trying to come in with the gank up here. We got Ghost Dragon, who's Mr. Caleb Ward, playing in the top lane. So he's going 2-on-1 right here. So he's got to be a little bit careful. Might end up he does get the Mordekaiser. So he gets the Mordekaiser and pushes the set back, and he's going to get a double kill in top lane. Nice job by Caleb there. All right, go Clinton Yellow Jackets.
And Yellow Jacket is the red team.
Yes, the red team is the Yellow Jackets. I have Lieutenant Fat Cat playing in the mid lane. That is Mr. Zachary Barnes. He's our mid laner. He's a senior. This will be his last season playing with us. So the Yellow Jackets finished number 7 in the state in the fall season. So really hoping to have a nice season here. And we have Blind Archer coming in the middle playing the Nunu. That is Nunu right there, rolling the snowball. And that would be Miss Tori Flannery playing in the jungle for us today. So she is also a senior. She's been playing for us since the program started. So really good. We got some really good senior players on the team. I'm really excited to see them play their final season, but I'm kind of sad about it because they won't be able to play next year. So
Yeah, that is a little disappointing.
yeah, I know. Maybe we can get them an extra year of eligibility. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. That would be pretty
Yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? All right.
And didn't you say that they were playing for a long time?
What was that?
Didn't you say that they were playing for a decent amount of time?
Yes, most of them have been playing this game for probably 5 or 6 years.
That'd be very skilled.
Yes, they have to be really skilled to play in League of Legends. It's a really complicated game. There's over 150 champions to choose from that you want to play. And so that makes a lot of different combinations for the game and a lot of different ways that it can be played. If you look right here in the middle lane, it's going to swap on us. Fat Cat, you can see what he's doing here. He's trying to push his minions in. And basically what they do is if they get the last hit on a minion, you'll see gold pop up, and they get the gold from that minion.
What's the
So-
max minions you can get?
What's that?
What's the max minions you can get?
The maximum amount of minions would depend on how long the game goes because they just keep spawning the entire game. So you could have as low as maybe your score on getting a enemy or getting minions could be 120. It could be as high as 400 or 500 if the game went long enough. Yes.
It would be very handy. Pretty cool to have like 500 or 400 minions.
I agree.
That would help a lot.
If you see in the game, they're gaining level here. Mordekaiser's level 5, Ghost Dragon's level 6. As they gain levels, they get more abilities that they can do, and that stops at level 6, but the abilities become more powerful. And they also can buy items for their champion. Each team has a store in their base, and they can buy items from a vendor there with the gold they collect. So it's real important to get as much gold as you can because it gives you an advantage against the enemy player. The goal of the game is to defeat the enemy's base. So you are trying to destroy the enemy's base and they're trying to destroy your base.
Kind of like take over their base.
Yes, pretty much.
Isn't there dragons or something?
Yes, there is dragons in the game. We haven't had one spawn yet. The first dragon doesn't spawn. I think it's 5 minutes into the game. 5 minutes and 15 seconds actually. It spawns, and then if the team gets a dragon, there's different types of dragons. But if they get that dragon, it gives them a buff, and it also gives them some extra gold as a team. So some of the dragons will give you extra vision, where you can see more on the map. Some of them will give you movement speed. Some of them will also give you a little more attack damage. So it's not a huge buff, but it does make a difference in the game, especially if it goes a long time. So we can see the bottom lane here. On the map, it's divided up between bottom lane, middle lane, and top lane. And so you're going to see people playing in those lanes, and that's what we're talking about when we say top, middle, or bottom lane. There's actually 2 people in the bottom lane for each team, so 4 champions. The middle lane, it's just a 1v1 in the laning phase. And the top lane is a 1v1. But you also have a jungler, and that person just roams around the map and helps other people. So you'll see them come in when their team kind of gets an advantage, or sometimes even a disadvantage to help play defense. So they can either be offensive or defensive, both.
That looks like Clinton is winning. As expected.
Right now it's 6-2. Clinton has 13k gold. The Rattlers almost have 10k, so there's about a little over a 3k gold difference. So Clinton is getting a little more farm there. So that's going to give them a slight edge right now. You see their jungler attacking these, they call them monsters in the jungle. They're like animals. And those animals give the jungler gold, but some of those animals actually give them buffs too. One of them does burn damage. It's called the red buff. And the blue buff will give you mana regeneration. So aside from getting the gold from them, you also get a benefit from them too. So it encourages the junglers. And you can see these rings here. When they have a blue ring, that means he has the blue buff. When he has a red ring, that means he has the red buff.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other kind of money than gold?
The only currency in the game is gold.
And you can buy stuff with it?
Yes. Each team has a vendor that's in their base whenever they back. What they can do is if they hit the B button on the keyboard, it will start them channeling. And what it does is it teleports them back to their base. And it teleports them right back in front of their vendor. And then you can buy healing potions, you can buy armor, you can buy items that give you vision during the game so you can see. See each one of these bushes here? You'll notice when they walk into them how they kind of just fade away. That means the enemy can't see them in there. So they use those to hide in. Now, if you want to see who's in that bush, you either have to walk into it or you can put a ward in it. When you put that ward in there, that lets you see what's inside that bush there. So it's kind of like a camera in a way.
What is the how long is an
Average match will probably last around 30 minutes. Would probably be pretty average, I would think, for League of Legends. Maybe 40. It just depends on the match. Some matches are longer, some matches are shorter. Just depends on how the game goes. If you have really good teamwork and you work together, and both teams do, and they're pretty evenly matched, you're probably going to be looking at 45 minutes of gameplay. Mm-hmm.
powerful, or is it just like powerful the skill that the player has?
Part of it is the skill the player has and their knowledge and what the other champions do and learning that. But part of it is each champion has their own unique abilities. Some champions are what we call range champions, and they attack from a distance or defend from a distance. And you have other champions who are melee, like this Leona here. She uses a sword and shield. So she is a melee champion and prefers to get close to her targets. You see this champion here, this is called Nunu and Willop. That's a jungle champion, but it's actually two champions in one, actually, because Nunu rides around on Willop's back. So he's actually her pet. Yeah, it's really neat because you have a lot of different champions. You'll see the Yellow Jackets just got the Drake there, so that's going to give them the mountain buff. And what that does, you see this just popped up on the map. It gives them an advantage on their side of the map because it opens up different areas in the map now where they can walk through and they don't have to walk around. So, yes, they sure did. That's what I was just talking about. That was the mountain drake, and what it does is it opens up areas on the map, but it also puts obstacles in the way on the enemy side of the map. So it allows you to move around the map a little bit faster when you get the mountain drake.
So all this is new to me, so I'm picking up a lot of information. Sometimes I'll like cross information and like think that this info is for this, and it's really not.
Hey, I'm glad you're asking because we have a lot of people who haven't watched League of Legends before, and I have only been involved with League of Legends since the inception of the esports program. So I don't know everything about the game, but it's really nice to get your perspective on the game because the questions you ask are a lot of things that I didn't know when I started watching them play the game. I had no idea anything about League of Legends, so it's really neat to learn, and when you learn the game, it's very, very fun to actually watch because you can see the amount of strategy that's involved in the game. Yes, it is. And it being 5 versus 5 makes it even more complicated. So, and you'll see once the players start hitting around level 10, maybe around level 12, it depends on the match. But you're going to see them start roaming across the map, and they're going to start team fighting a lot more.
What is the max level you can get to?
The maximum level is 18. Yes. It just when you hit 18, then you're maxed out. You can't level any higher. You can't level up any more of your abilities, but you can still buy items. So you'll hear people say that they had a full build at level 18, which means that they had every one of their item slots equipped.
The golden mount, is that like the amount of gold that everybody spends? Like, or is that divided equally in between with all the totals added up?
Now, it's not divided equally. You get gold for doing certain things. The total up here is the total that the team has collected together, everyone together.
Everybody had their like each little share of it. Like,
Yes,
stuff
if
that they earned.
yes, you can earn gold by completing objectives, just like getting the Rift Herald there, or getting the minions. That'll give you more gold. That'll increase your gold, but it also increases the gold that your team gets. So you're collectively as a team unit, but you spend your own gold that you get yourself. So you have like a gold bag that you have with you, and that's what keeps your gold in there. And then when you go back, you just spend that to a vendor just like you buy in a store. Clinton is pushing in right now, so I think you're going to see a pretty big push here. Looks like Clinton might be pushing in on this. They got another tower. If they get this inhibitor here, that's what this is called. It causes super minions to spawn, and what they are is they're about twice the health of a regular minion, twice the health of a regular cannon, and so it makes it even harder for the enemy team once those start spawning because they have to fight against them too. So it gives you an advantage if you can get the enemy's inhibitor. When it says they're legendary, that means that they have gotten multiple kills and have not been defeated themselves. So yes, they sure do. See, if you look over here on this side and you see these cooldown timers, that's how long it is until they spawn back in. The more times that you are defeated, the longer it takes you to come back into the game. So, yeah, so you kind of have to play around with the knowledge of that. Of, you know, if this isn't a successful move for me and my team, then I'm going to have to take longer to get back into the game.
Something I wish that showed or it did show, I just can't see it or find it. I wish it showed how many kills and deaths each team had.
That is, you kind of know from here. Clinton has 30 kills, and the Rattlers have 4 right now.
It's really cool that you had each opponent and how many times they
It does right here in the middle. If you look, this shows their CS score right here, and over here this tells you that Vane, who is our top player, has 14 kills, 0 deaths, and 3 assists. So it does track, and you can see the items that they have built with their gold. Each item that they have all works together with them. So he has 4 complete items and 2 partial items. So he has 4 complete items right now on him. If you look, he just bought here. You can look right here, and they have three items right here, and he's also running a healing potion. So you can pull that up in game too. You can see the enemy or your team both, so you know what they have, and that's part of the strategy. Is you can build against your opponent. So if you know your opponent is running, building certain items, you can build items that build against that. So that's part of the strategy. It looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to take the win on the first round right here. So good job by the Yellow Jackets getting that W. Good job. Proud of the Yellow Jackets.
If the other team ever gonna like come back and beat them surprisingly.
Hey, we're going to have round 2, and you never know what might happen.
Many times in different matches for all sorts of games, the team like Clinton is like winning a lot, and the other team will slowly start getting more points, and it beat them. Like everybody's like, how did that happen?
Hey, it happens. That's just part of the game. The game can go either way real easily. So we're just going to hang out here. They're going to play a second round. It's a best of 3. So we'll just kind of wait on them. They're going to get back in the lobby is what they'll do. And they'll start doing a champion select. Each game, they do a draft, and they draft which champions they want to play. Now, they can also block or ban other champions that the other team can play. So that's another part of the strategy is we scout the other team. They scout us, and we scout them. They look at our tendencies, and we look at their tendencies, and we plan every week to play against them, just like with the traditional sport like football or basketball. You get game footage of the other team, you look at it, you say, hey, no, their center is really good. We're going to have to really do something to lock him down this week. It's the same way in esports. So they're going to start the draft here real soon, Maybe we'll get part of that draft this time, and we'll kind of look, and I'll kind of try to explain it so you know what's going on, and the people at home know what's going on. Jace, what grade are you in here?
I'm in 5th grade.
You're 5th grade. What are you interested in doing whenever you get all grown up and out of school?
One of my main hobbies and what I really like to do is play games, video games. Probably my favorite games would be Smash Bros, Animal Crossing.
All right,
Yeah,
Animal
Minecraft.
Crossing and Minecraft. Minecraft, that's an excellent math game. Lots of geometry and math in Minecraft, but you probably don't even realize it. Yeah, hey, we're going to start streaming this right here, right now. They're actually doing their draft, so let me see. Let's go full screen on this so we can see what's going on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're just testing this stream and trying to get everything set up and going. So by the time the actual season gets here, I think that we'll be set up and have our actual setup, and we'll have everything a lot more professional. We've got a boom mic coming in, got another streaming card. We're actually streaming Smash right now for C9 training, so we actually have 2 streams going on right now. We're going to have to wait for the spectator delay. What we can see here on the map, though, is our top laner up here is going to play Kale, and that's Ghost Dragon, also known as Caleb Ward. He's going to be playing there. We have Xin Zhao. He is a jungler. Blind Archer is going to be playing Xin Zhao, and that's Tori Flannery. She's a senior here. I will say Tori is also the 2-time GPA champ for esports. Each semester, we take the top 2 to 3 GPAs in esports, and they get an award. They get a letter from the principal. A lot of times they get either cash or in-game cash, whatever they choose. They have a choice, and we'll get a picture of them and put them on social media. And so we really, really want to promote people and keeping their grades up while they're doing other activities too. So if we look in the middle, we got an Irelia pick, and that is Lieutenant Fat Cat. That is Mr. Zachary Barnes. He's also a senior here. Also maintains a nice GPA. He's been playing with us ever since esports started. He's planning on going to ATU in the fall. So is Tori. So we will definitely miss them, but hoping that they have a great season here and can really put in some exciting games for the Yellow Jackets.
They give them one final game before they leave.
Oh yeah, there's 8 games in the season, and then we start playoffs if we qualify for playoffs. So hopefully we will qualify for playoffs. I think we will, and that'll give them a couple extra games to their season. So Nature Hipster here, that is Mr. Gerald Arnold, also an excellent student. He's going to be playing the Teemo, looks like there. We have an Alawi pick down here in the bottom, and that is Azan Piker. And let me think, that is Mr. Calvin Kuhn. He's actually only been playing the game for a couple of months, so he has really picked it up really quick. A lot of nice gameplay with him and some of the other players that we have here at school. So they've really battled back and forth. They have to battle for their starting positions. So it's real nice to see them to get some extra game time and some practice in, because they're tired of beating each other up right now. They're ready to play somebody else. So let's see here. We'll take this full screen.
How do you memorize and understand everything? I think you know something, you immediately remember it. I don't think how you remember all this, where they want to go, how does everything work. I just don't see how you can remember all that and memorize everything.
It just takes a little time. It's just like you when you're playing Minecraft. You can go in there and build a building pretty quick now, can't you? See, when you first started building buildings, it probably took you a lot longer, didn't it? So see, just the same way that you learn that game, that's how they learn this game. And I've watched them play so much, and played some League 2, just to learn what's going on. And so I would kind of know and can kind of help them with their communication, where they should be at on the map, kind of what they should be doing, what each role is responsible for, because each one of them is responsible for a certain part of the game or contributing to the team. We're going to have an early fight right here with Ghost Dragon, looks like. And he's just going to try to get out of that. Yeah, he's just going to try to get out of there, I think.
Minions have spawned.
I have no idea, but we will see here shortly, I'm sure.
My guess is maybe Clinton.
It could be.
No telling. And who are we fighting against?
We are playing the Rattlers.
Rattlers?
Yes, sir. So if you're tuning in with us, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. We have Twitch. We also have a Twitter feed. We also have a YouTube page that we upload all of our past matches to, so you can go there and watch us. We're going to work on getting those links put in and descriptions and everything. That'll be coming with our stream here really soon. Like I said, this is preseason right now, so a lot of this is testing. This is Jace's first time streaming with me, so really looking forward to streaming with him this season. I think we're going to have a ton of fun. We'll both learn a lot, and we'll both get a lot more comfortable in front of the camera and just have fun watching esports.
Like right now, I'm kind of a little nervous. As soon as we started this, I could be a little nervous, and now I'm a little more comfortable.
Are you feeling a little better now? You think you might be trying to kind of get in a groove there?
Yeah, at first I'm like, no, I don't like this. It's not very good. And now I'm like, this acting's pretty good.
Hey, I think you're doing a great job. I'm glad you've asked as many questions as you have, because I said there's a lot of people, especially parents at home or other kids, that don't understand the game as well. So when you ask those questions and I can answer them or find an answer for you, it helps them learn too, so they can understand the game better and understand what's going on.
It was like earlier in my guess that Clinton would get the first kill with Ryan.
Yes, actually Clinton is in the blue, and it looks like the Rattlers got the first kill of the game. So
Switch colors.
yes, the first time that they play, if they play on the blue side, then the next time they play, they swap sides.
Switch times each time.
Yes, it'll change each time. So now Clinton is in the blue team, and the red team is the Rattlers.
It looks like Rattlers are trying to get a little ahead.
I think you might be right.
From the looks of it, it looks like Clinton has like maybe like 200 more gold in there, or 300.
Yes, sir. You are correct. You are correct. You've got your eye on them now. You know what you're looking for. All right. If you look down here at the bottom, this is their beginning items that they are all carrying with them. When they start the game, they have 300 gold in their bag, and they can buy what they call a starter item. That just kind of helps you a little bit.
So they started out with 1,500.
They start out with 300.
No,
Yep.
for the whole team.
Oh, yes, for everybody total. Yep, you're correct. And you'll see that when they first come in, and as they spend it on their starter items, it'll actually go away because they actually spent that gold. And these towers that they're coming up to here, if you get up too close to them, they'll actually shoot at you. That's why you want your minions up there in front, so that they can take the hits and you don't.
How
Or,
less powerful are they than the actual people?
at the beginning of the game, they're a lot stronger. They don't scale with the game. At the very beginning of the game, if you get hit with probably 2 tower shots, you're probably toast. Later on in the game, you can probably take 3 or 4 more hits, but every hit you take, it becomes more powerful the next time it hits you. So it just keeps multiplying on you. Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking about like the creating of the game, like how long it took to make the map, make all the characters, all of like the moves, weapons. Just thinking how long it would take for them to create the game.
Yes, league is about 12 years old right now. Initially, they didn't have as many champions. They usually release a new champion about every 3 to 5 months or so. So that's how they have over 150 right now, because they keep adding champions to the game. Yes, they have a lot of time in developing and creating all the champions. They actually have backstories for all the champions. They actually have the world that they've created for the champions. So yes, they actually have.
That'd be a lot of work.
Yes, it's a lot of work.
It definitely makes the game pretty big.
Yes, it does.
Show characters have their backstory.
Yes.
Dude, that's kind of cool how they put in so much time for one character.
Yes, it is. I agree. They have created basically a whole fantasy universe based around League of Legends. They're actually making a MMO game with League of Legends, which is a massive multiplayer online game. And that's going to come out in a couple of years probably before they get it done. See a nice chase here by our jungler. It looks like Blind Archer might actually get this. Is she going to get one more tower hit? Oh no, she's going to go down. So close. But Ghost Dragon gets in there and solidifies it. Yes, so he kind of helped turn that around there, but that was a good pursuit by them.
Kind of looks like Clinton with his head with the gold.
Yeah, Clinton does have a slight, you're right, Clinton does have a slight gold edge right now, but we're tied up 2-2. So, pretty tight game we got going on here right now. Let's see, that's a Talon in the middle versus an Aurelia. Lieutenant Fat Cat is playing on the Aurelia. Haven't seen him play Aurelia a whole lot. Aurelia normally plays in the top lane, so kind of nice to see him get a pick that may be a little bit out of his comfort zone and maybe trying something new. Most of these players have 3 to 4 to maybe 5 champions that they like playing, and a lot of them have 1 or 2 that they really like playing because they just like the play style and they like the champion.
Kind of how I feel with this.
Who do you like playing in Smash Bros? You like Link.
I'm just used to playing with control. I just know him really well. And I used to be obsessed with Legend of Zelda. I still kind of am.
Well, speaking of Smash Brothers, you can tell everybody if they tune in with us tomorrow, we are going to be showing Smash Brothers playing. They're actually playing right now and doing Cloud9 training, but tomorrow we are playing Greenwood, I believe, and another team. We actually have 2 Smash teams. So if people at home or people out there, if you like watching Smash Brothers or want to see one of your relative, student, former student, kid, whatever they may be, play, we will be streaming on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays during the week. We always start our stream right about 4 o'clock, and we'll be bringing you Rocket League on Thursdays. So me and my buddy Jace here will be commentating those 2, so you can tune in and listen. We'll talk about games, talk about what's going on with the games, other games that we're going to start playing, just anything esports. So looks like we're starting to build a little bit of lead. Now Blind Archer looks like she might be in a little bit of trouble there. She's getting pursued there by their jungler. Let's see what happens here. She is going to go down to their jungler. That's right. We still got a pursuit here by Ghost Dragon, and Ghost Dragon's going to get there. And you see, whenever he got that kill, it popped up 300 gold. So he got 300 extra gold for that. So that's another way that you can get gold in the game.
How much does stuff cost?
The prices on the items are actually determined by the developers and the people at Riot that are running the game and maintaining it. So they choose different values based on how powerful that item is. And a lot of times they'll adjust that. League of Legends does get pretty much a weekly update. So they're constantly adjusting that up and down. They're constantly adjusting the abilities of the champions. and tuning them to try to keep the play as even as possible.
What type of weapons do they have?
It depends on what champion you are. A lot of the ranged champions will have something like a bow.
Depending on their ability.
Yeah, and it depends on what kind of champion they are. Like, you'll have a mage that just casts like magic spells.
That'll be like more like wands.
Yes, more like a wand or a staff or something like that. Irelia uses little short swords. You see them kind of floating around her right there. Talon, you see there, throws out shurikens. So he uses those as his preferred weapon.
I learned something earlier. Flint is at 10 and the other one is at 5. And then that was like double. Earlier, opponents were at 3. We were at 6. So it's like those two are just double.
Clinton is definitely picking up a little bit of steam here. You see that they have 19.5K gold right now. The Rattlers are at 15K gold. So Clinton's getting a little bit of edge on the gold. We've got 11 to 6 on the kills here. So Clinton is definitely building a little bit of a lead here. Let's see if they can maintain it and keep it going. And Alawi's going to get shut down there. So that's going to give the Rattlers a shutdown. That'll give them a little bit of bonus gold. If you look down here on the bottom, and you can see there's this 550 gold right here. That is a shutdown bonus. So if someone was to attack Ghost Dragon and take him down, they would actually get a bonus 550 gold for it.
Double kill.
Yeah. The longer you go in the game, and if you don't get taken down by anybody, you get a bounty on you, and that bounty just continues to grow until someone actually is able to take you out. They're still in the lead for right now. Ghost Dragon is playing Kale, and Kale is kind of a unique character in the fact that Kale starts out the game as a melee character, and then as the game goes, I think when he hits level 6, he actually becomes a ranged character, or a champion. So I think you would be correct. Yes, if you look up here on the screen and you see these right here, these two little marks, that is the dragon symbol. So yes, when a team gets a dragon, then it will go up there to show that they have that buff.
I've never noticed the first one.
Hey, we were too wrapped up in all the other action, right? Yeah. It's just hard to keep up with the entire map. There's so much going on. This creature here is called the Rift Herald. It comes up, and whoever takes it, they can actually place it on the map where they want to. And what it does is it does a charge, and it will actually charge head first into the towers, and it does a ton of damage to the tower. If you keep it alive and you destroy a tower, it will go to the next tower. So you could potentially destroy 3 or 4 towers with one Rift Herald if you get it.
How many towers are in each base?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Each base, if you look on the mini map, has 5 towers inside of it. This right here are the what they call the inner turrets, and these turrets right here is what protects the Nexus. So each side has 5 towers inside their base. Each side also has a set of 2 towers out from their base. And as the game goes on, the minions keep spawning from the bases. You can see them little dots down here on the map. And they actually will go attack the towers on their own. So if you don't do anything to stop them, they'll just keep going to tower just like you see right here. And they'll just keep attacking the tower until they eventually tear it down on their own if you didn't do anything to stop them.
So if you destroy all the opponent's towers, you win?
If you destroy all the opponent's towers, that's going to give you access to their base or to that area, and they don't really have a defense other than defending it themselves.
So how do you win the game? I know you take over your base.
When you get into their base, this final red block right here is called the Nexus, and when you destroy that nexus, you win.
Oh, what is an nexus? Like, it's like a tower, is it like a feature?
It's just like a kind of like a fountain looking. It's kind of like an orb in their base. Actually, I'm not really sure exactly what it is. I would assume it's almost like a power source for their base.
Red team's turret has been
See,
destroyed.
Clinton's mopping up some more towers here, so that's good. If you look at the minions there, these one minions are cannon minions. They can take a lot more hits from the towers. They have a lot more health. So when those go up, if you don't do anything to take those cannon minions out, they'll just keep attacking a tower over and over and over again. And they'll actually do a lot of damage to it if you don't do anything to them.
Pretty
So
sure Clinton's gonna win this round.
Clinton looks like they're trying to push in here. Looks like they're gaining some steam now. Started off really neck to neck there though. But Clinton has definitely gotten a gold advantage and a gold lead. So really the big thing is if you can farm enough gold early to get that lead and to get just a little bit better items or even a half item better than your opponent, it gives you a huge advantage. Now you can offset that advantage by getting objectives, team fights where you win, or even getting a tower objectives. So there's different ways that you can kind of play the game.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Upgrade or combine minions.
No, you can't. You cannot upgrade or combine minions.
So it's just like random.
They spawn every so many seconds. I can't remember what the spawn timer, but I need to look that up so I can tell you. But if you look at the base here where they're coming out, by the time these minions get to about right here on the map, you're going to see more minions spawn right back here by the nexus. And they'll just keep marching out every time they spawn.
Minions though.
Yes, you have melee minions, and then you have ranged minions. They're like mages with wands. And then you have a cannon minion. And the cannon minion, as you see right here, actually shoots a cannon. So there's 3 different types of minions there.
So the different kind of minions will just spawn like random.
Red team's turret
They spawn in, that's a good question. They spawn in groups. The first group that spawns is going to be your 3 melee and 3 caster minions. And then the next wave that spawns will have 3 melee, 3 casters, but it will also have a cannon minion. So every other wave you get a cannon minion. So if you can time that right, you can use that cannon minion to your advantage while you're in a lane if you're wanting to push a tower. It'll live quite a bit longer, so it gives you the ability to take a tower easier.
Yeah, I think this round Clinton's gonna win because it looks like they have more gold, more points, and opponent do not have any dragons.
I think you might be correct. It looks like Clinton is going to push in here. They are actually in the enemy's base right now. You got Lieutenant Fat Cat up there pushing in. You got Blind Archer coming up out of the jungle. Looks like she is going to secure a kill on the Lee Sin there. Zen Zhao, she's also going to get the pike. She's going to get a triple kill, ladies and gentlemen. She's on fire right now. She also takes out the Fiddlesticks, so good job by Blind Archer there. That's a nice push. They're going to get the inhibitor right here, and that's going to make super minions, like you can see right there. That's what a super minion looks like, and that's what starts spawning when you get inhibitors. They're going to get the tower here. It looks like they're going to get the nexus before the enemy team gets a chance to respond. Blind Archer getting another kill. Wow, nice ending push there by Blind Archer. Good job by Miss Tori Flannery there. All right, good job. Good job. The Clinton Yellow Jackets secure a victory in preseason over the Rattlers. If you're tuning in with us for the first time, we really appreciate you watching our stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to be streaming every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Myself and Mr. Jace Brown here, my co-host, will be coming to you, and tomorrow we'll be streaming some Smash Ultimate action, something that you know a lot more about, and we might even see your favorite champion play.
Maybe.
Hey,
I hope so.
All right. Hey, maybe somebody will play Link. I have no idea, but we will find out when we come back for the action tomorrow. Thank you for watching our game. Really appreciate you. Appreciate the school district here and everybody that supports esports. We will catch you tomorrow. Good evening.